Oh, Cinema Boof is back! It's the rude boy Juan Agadello, and with me, as always, is my partner in cinematic crime, Christopher Rao.
Juan, take it from here down to here, please.
Why? This is what I do. This is what I bring to the table. Energy.
Yeah, you could say you bring it to the table, and that made me leave the table last year. That and one other thing.
Damn, man, that is mad disrespectful, bro. Whatever. But I am kind of curious to know what was the second reason why.
Well, people don't tune in for our politics, but let me just say, Brett Kavanaugh.
Ooh, yeah, that dude is Boof. And I'm going to say this, man. I know that scrub knows what Boof is. Think John Cena in Blockers.
Blockers, good movie.
And I know they've seen that too. Anyways, before we get into the review, we're going to ask you to hit that subscribe button so you get all the latest notifications when videos drop. This week, we're going to be taking a look at M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's
Okay. No.
This week, we're going to be taking a look at the prodigy himself, M. Night Shyamalan's latest film, Glass.
Yeah,
starring...
let's do it. Come on.
Enjoy the show.
So, M. Night Shyamalan, there's a guy who peaked back in the 90s, back when I was a little kid. The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, maybe his only good movies, you could call them. Because now it's 2019, and the mighty have fallen because we have Glass.
Oh boy, I gotta tell you, when I saw that Blumhouse production slate at the beginning, I knew we were all First off, let me start by saying this. M. Night, you need to stop being cameos in your own movies. You're not Hitchcock, bro.
Juan. A cameo is a proud cinematic tradition for an auteur.
Tradition my ass, bro. This movie is just sloppy and the story is just all over the place.
Yeah, because suddenly James McAvoy's character, the Beast, he's like allergic to light. I don't remember.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird that the police just magically get involved when Bruce Willis finds the Beast at the beginning of the movie. They just so happen to be there, ready for action. Come on, man.
Action, that's an interesting word because this movie, it's got a lot of telling, a lot of explaining, but very little cinematic action.
Yeah, I mean, I felt bad for my man Sam L. He didn't even have a line until an hour into the movie. And not once did he get to use the word motherfucker.
You don't keep Sam Jackson from saying motherfucker. But it's not just him that suffers. There are other actors I like. Sarah Paulson, who has to deliver some of the most embarrassing exposition and thematic material in this movie. Monk.
I gotta say, did M. Night not read Sid Field's book on how to write a screenplay?
I know that you often read that book, Juan, but don't condescend to M. Night because he was nominated for an Oscar for his screenplay for The Sixth Sense.
Bro, that was 20 years ago. I mean, you would think his craft would, get better and not take a tumble. Listen, I know he's all about those twists and turns at the end, but this wasn't even a twist. It was a quote-unquote origin story.
Hey, Juan, the real twist would have been if he made a good movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you like anything about the movie?
I mean, I can only think of one, maybe two things. First, my man, James McAvoy, he brings the performance. I thoroughly enjoyed watching him hulk it up as the Beast. I mean, he was really the only reason why I Split and the only reason why I didn't walk out of the theater like our boy Brad did.
Yep, he's corny, but this movie needs some corniness. Everyone is so self-serious.
I still can't get over the ending. It was just there were 3 endings. What is this?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King?
Yeah, word up.
Stop. Just stop.
Okay, so all that having been said, Juan, final thoughts on Glass.
Boy, I gotta tell you, Glass was like wiping my ass with glass. It hurt, it cut, it made me bleed. The story, man, it's so direct with the dialogue. It doesn't even try to paint a picture, visually. It's just boring. Doesn't make much sense, especially when the scenes were taking place at the psychiatric ward. The only thing saving this film was James McAvoy's performance. I mean, he brought it, bro. He was like the Hulk, man. Those scenes where he turned into the Beast, loved it. But unfortunately, that ain't cutting it for the kid. This movie is 1.5 stars, certified boof. I mean, it was so boof, like totally boof. I don't know what else to say. But That's all I got to say. Chris, what did you think?
Juan, you're right. I do really want to like M. Night Shyamalan, but he makes it difficult because he makes bad movies, and Glass is another bad movie. There are a few ideas in this movie, but not as many ideas as M. Night Shyamalan thinks, not enough to sustain a feature running time. Maybe if this had been a short or kind of a web video, something like that for the fans, it'd be okay. But it's not a good movie. It's got good performances, and those are what earned the 2 stars that I give it. 2 stars. But this movie is Boof. Much like Brett Kavanaugh said it at the top of the show, it's Boof. Please, we got to end this so-called trilogy here. Do not support this movie. 2 stars.
So that's our review for this week's film, Glass. If you liked our video, hit the like button, but don't mistake it for the movie. If you didn't like the movie, don't dislike our video.
But if you did like the movie, like our video.
Yeah, that's cool. But not the other way around. Until next time, we'll see you later. Respect.
See ya.